Hello YouTube and welcome to GV's preview of Spring 2018 of anime. In this season I look forward to the next season of anime and which animes I will be watching. Now after we closed off the amazing winter season of anime, it is time to look forward to the spring season. Now because the last few weeks and months of my life have been so busy, I only decided yesterday which animes I'm going to watch. Usually I have my definitive watch list already planned like 2 weeks in advance. But now I only finished it yesterday, so I hope I made the right choices with my 10 animes, because I haven't had really a lot of time to look into the stories and the trailers. First of all, there are 2 animes that I said I was going to watch, but eventually I will not. The first one being Tokyo Ghoul Re. I said that I was going to watch it and I want to watch it, but I haven't had the time to see season 1 and 2. So I am not going to watch Tokyo Ghoul Re as a seasonal right now, and the same is for the new season of Wixos. There's so much material of Wixos that I have to watch before I can start this season, so it might, I hope to actually see both of them somewhere in the future. So looking at my final watch list for the spring season, I have to admit that I am mildly excited for this season. Maybe it is because winter 2018 was so amazing. There are some really good animes coming out in spring, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I am not that excited for this season as I was for the winter season. But putting that all aside, let's get to the 10 animes that I will be watching in spring 2018. Now, my numbers 10 and 9 are sequels, and that is also why I put them at number 9 and 10. Not that I'm not looking forward to these animes, but they are sequels, I know what they will be like. The first anime that I will watch in the next season is Amanchu Advanced, the second season of Amanchu. A subscriber asked me to watch Amanchu. I did watch the first season in January, I believe. I liked the first season, so I am looking forward to the second season. And the anime on the 9th place, the second sequel, is the second part of the 3rd season of Food Wars. I'm really happy that Food Wars is back. I have loved Food Wars ever since the beginning, and I think this second part of the 3rd season will be really interesting, especially with the big revelation that we had at the end of part 1. That was a revelation that I was waiting for, and I think others as well, since the beginning of season 1, or since season 1. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the continuation of Food Wars. But then we can get to the actual new animes. And the first new anime that I will watch is Shinyan Pin Jiating, and I probably just butchered it. Normally I am not a fan of Monster Girls or Monster Girl animes. That is why I haven't watched, like, for instance, Monster Musume. I'm not really a big fan of the genre. But this anime looked pretty good, it looked decent, so I'm taking a step outside my comfort zone and I'm giving this anime a chance, and who knows, maybe I will like it, and maybe I will then watch animes like Monster Musume. Number 7 on my to watch list is Tadakun wa Koi wo Shinai. Now this is kind of a pretty obvious anime why I will watch it. It looks like a really cute romance comedy and it is made by Doga Kobo. I am a fan of the studio of Doga Kobo. I like their character design and I like their comedy animes. They have made some really good comedies and some really good romance comedies in the past. So that is why I added it to my to watch list. The anime on the 6th place of my to watch list will definitely divide the anime community, because it is Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online. As you might know, I am a fan of Sword Art Online. I really liked the anime. But I have doubts if this anime will be good. Because alternative anime adaptations of big franchises or big names in anime usually do not have a good reputation. So this might be good, this might be really bad. But for now I am giving it the benefit of the doubt and I will watch it, even though it isn't made by A1 Pictures like the original Sword Art Online. Getting to number 5 with Mahou Shoujo Site. Here it was especially the synopsis that intrigued me. It looks like a very dark psychological anime, and when I read the synopsis it made me think of Mahou Shoujo Ikusei Keikaku from fall 2016, I believe. It really made me remember that anime. Mahou Shoujo Site is definitely the darkest anime on my to watch list for this season, but I do have some expectations for this anime. On number 4 I put Persona 5 the animation. Now I don't know anything about Persona, I only know that it's a gaming series, but I have never played the game, I don't know anything about the story. So I am diving into this anime not knowing anything. I might like it, I might not like it. But because Persona 5 the game, I heard some really good things about it, I am going to watch it. And it is made by A1 Pictures, one of my favorite animation studios, so I am definitely giving it a shot. Then we have arrived at the number 3 spot, which is for another A1 Pictures anime this season, being Wotaku Nikoi wa Muzukashi. Now, A1 has really scored with me the last 2 seasons with their comedy animes. Last season with Slow Start and the season before that with Blendes. In the future, A1 Picture comedies were like, they could be really good, but they could also be really bad. But the last 2 seasons, for me, they were good. And it seems like A1 has found a good formula for comedy animes, so I'm definitely looking forward to their new comedy anime. Also, when I watched the trailer for this anime, I literally said, wow, when I started watching it. It looks very nice. It was very nice animation, like I usually expect from A1 Pictures. So, I have definitely expectations for this new A1 Pictures anime. The anime on the number 2 spot, I have been looking forward to it for quite a long time, ever since I saw the announcement for it on AniChart. And it is Piano no Mori. And do I even have to give a reason why I'm going to watch this anime and why I am excited for Piano no Mori? I mean, come on, it's an anime about piano. I love animes about piano and about classical music. I loved Nodame Cantabile, which stood in my top 10 for a really long time, and Shigatsu wa Kimi no Uso still belongs to that very select group of animes that I call masterpieces. So I definitely have high expectations for Piano no Mori, and I hope that it will not disappoint me. But my most anticipated anime for the spring 2018 season is an anime that I am really looking forward to. And not only me, I know for a fact a lot of people are looking forward to this anime. And maybe for this announcement I should have put on my lab coat, because it is Steins Gate Zero. Finally, Steins Gate Zero is here. And for me, it hasn't been that long. I watched Steins Gate back in September. But if you guys watched the original Steins Gate back when it originally came out, that was 7 years ago. The original Steins Gate came out in 2011. So after 7 years, we're finally getting the continuation of the story. And I know that it has been announced for a long time. When I started watching anime 3.5 years ago, I think that already then it was announced and it stood on AniChart. But now it is finally coming out. And I am really stoked for it. Steins Gate, the original one, had one of the best storylines that I have ever seen in an anime. And if this new anime is going to be half as good as the original one, then it is still going to be amazing. And those are the 10 animes that I will be watching in the coming spring season of anime. As I said at the beginning of this video, I am mildly excited for this season, but there are some that I have really high expectations for, especially Steins Gate Zero and Piano no Mori. I really hope that those two will be good. But who knows, there might be another one that is much better than I anticipated. So then, I will thank you all for watching. I wish you all a good spring 2018 of anime, and I will see you all in the next video.